Welcome back to whatever this. This is going to be a super fun one while we watch Tim eat cereal. Um,
I have an orange.
it's a foodie session. But so when we last left our intrepid group of travelers, they had traveled through the Central Pyramid and the Citadel of Mamuga, where they had found the source of the cult's power, and the way that they powered it. They powered it through a chaining a fire elemental. After discovering this, the Grung decided to throw the high priest into the fire elemental, giving him the strength to rip his chains off and just essentially just reverse, just erupt from the pyramid, escaping the city and back to the elemental plane of fire. Also, excuse this. My voice sounds weird. I am getting kind of sick right now.
Oh no!
So it sound fantastic. And also excuse all the sniffling because it's gross. But as the party escaped, they tipped off some of the guards that they had killed the high priest, and three of our party members escaped into the surrounding wilderness. The Grung, Del, and Zerth all escaped, while Knighton, being lawful good, decided to turn himself in because that's the right thing to do. Unfortunately, the guards were evil.
Yeah.
And he was being escorted to be executed. When a group of black hooded vigilantes slaughtered the guards and put a bag over Knighton's head and knocked him unconscious. So
In
things happened.
hindsight, I probably should have rolled insight on those guards.
Yeah, I was trying to make it obvious, man. Not gonna lie. I was trying to be nice. The three that escaped into the wilderness, they'd spent enough time in the Citadel's pyramid that it was now dusk and the moon was rising. The first full moon since their resurrection. Which, as the full moon rised, Zerth felt a incredible connection to it, and as the Grung and Del watched, his body shifted and changed, and he shifted into a wolf. And so, yeah, that's where we left things off. So let's start with, I don't know, who do you guys want to start with? So we split the party.
We can start with me and Tim.
Yeah. Okay. So standing where you got.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
So standing where Zerth was is now a roughly direwolf sized, so a massive wolf. Standing in front of it. You can see in his eyes that he's scared and in pain.
Okay. Well, is he just doing anything, or he's just standing there?
He's just kind of
Puffing
standing
and
there.
puffing.
Yeah, it's an incredibly taxing transformation. There's steam rising off of him.
So he's not like fully aware of what's going on. He's still kind of just like writhing and everything.
Would that be inside or animal handling?
No. What I'm trying to ask is what I'm seeing. Is he like on the ground? Is he already stood up? Because when we ended the session, he was going through his transformation.
Yeah, he's on all fours, kind of like the defensive, like as a dog, like legs splayed out. He just can't quite tell what he's thinking. You just see the fear in his eyes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to knock him out with the blunt edges of my dagger.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yeah, well, since he's effectively prone right now, yeah. Because he's on the ground. He's
standing.
He's standing?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's a surprise attack.
Yeah.
So I'm still at advantage, and I get sneak attack on this. So give me a second. Gotta gather up my die. Let's see. So no, I don't need that. I need a D4. Do we
You
know
also
his
still need
AC?
to roll to hit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just. Do we know his DC or do we know his AC?
No,
Okay,
I know it.
you know. Okay, good. That's what I was wondering. Okay, 21.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay. So
I hate rogues. I
3,
hate rogues. I hate rogues.
4,
They're so OP.
10.
To be fair, not cleric.
I love clerics. I love clerics for the exact same reason that I hate rogues,
Okay,
which I
so
understand is a double standard.
I'm just trying to whack him like on his like temples and just knock him out. That's 12 damage.
Okay.
I'm not sure how knocking out works at all.
Tim, do you have a answer for knocking like?
DM stall.
Okay. It doesn't knock him out. He's scared. It stuns him. Like he's definitely gonna wake up with his head hurting.
Okay, well I'm gonna try to do it again because we're not dealing with this.
Can we?
Awesome.
Do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to roll initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Hit.
Okay. So let's see. 10.
Cool. Tim, what'd you roll?
I don't know your DM style. Can you crit fail on an initiative order?
Well, yeah, that just means you're last in the order, doesn't it?
And it also can mean you lose a turn, depending on how the DM
That
chooses.
was how we DM'd.
I've never heard of that.
We DM
You-
you lose a turn.
You don't lose a turn, but you have to disadvantage on whatever you're trying to do.
Okay, on the first thing I tried to do.
Yep. First round, you get disadvantage.
So am I up right now? Am I up?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
What you got a what?
Oh, I had a 10.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So
Okay. I googled something real quick, and it says
Yeah.
knocking a creature out. Sometimes when an attacker wants to incapacitate a foe rather than deal a killing blow, when an attacker reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, the attacker can knock the creature out.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't. I counted the damage, but you didn't get to 0. So
Yeah, that's fine. 15? 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Really?
It's a werewolf.
Well, no, I don't
do you
know what
want me to
armor
do?
his natural like AC is. I wasn't
Find
sure
out.
because we're so low level. I was just like, wonder what AC this is. I was assuming it was just like 12 or like 13.
If there's anyone out there watching this, this is not the standard D&D werewolf. This is 100% the homebrew because I think the 5th edition werewolf sucks and isn't fun to kind of deal with some moral grayness. So
Wizards of the Coast,
this
please
could very easily change.
Wizards
so.
of the Coast, please sponsor us.
Sucks.
Okay,
You
so
have to be chaotic evil to be a werewolf, and it sucks. I want to be chaotic good as a werewolf.
Well, I mean, you could
Then
look
go
at the
shifter.
Blood Hunter.
Go with the shifter race also. Both of
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway,
Okay, guys.
I believe it's Tim's turn. Yeah.
Yep. No, it's Zords. It's the werewolves.
Oh, okay, cool.
So where
I
are you
wasn't
guys?
sure if he was stunned or whatever
No.
because he's like
No,
still
just
like,
kinda- So he shakes off. Zerth shakes off the kind of shakes his head from getting hit in the head with the pommel of your dagger, and he slashes at Del, the person that hit him. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Cool. So okay,
Oh gosh, that sounds like a lot of dice.
It was just 2.
Okay.
Nine damage.
Okay, that brings me down to 0, but because of my relentless endurance, I'm back up at 1.
Cool.
Holy
Noted.
shit.
I forgot that you guys haven't rested since since our last encounter.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
You should heal me. 1.
Okay, and then he slashes. He makes he slashes at the grung.
What?
I'm assuming you're nearby.
Yep. Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I am.
Yeah.
This was not the plan.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh gosh.
Same thing. 6 damage.
That changes my plan.
Does he have to roll a Constitution save?
Yeah.
No.
Claws.
Oh, yes, he does, because it was claws.
Yeah, no, claws, there's no way for the poison to get on him if it's because claws are cartilage.
Right. Okay.
Leave it to the anatomy of a werewolf.
Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so now it's Tim's turn.
Ooh, okay. He did a slicey thing. We don't like slicey boys.
No,
Don't like
no, we
slicey
don't.
boys.
I'm
If you're not playing Dungeons and Dragons, please don't play.
Sorry, 1 second. My sister's yelling at me about something. I'll be back in a second.
okay. That gives me time to plan my turn because I don't know.
What you thinking? What you thinking, boyo?
Well, I'm thinking that I might make character choices. So if he hadn't attacked me, I was fairly certain I was going to go after you and be on Zerth's side, but he attacked me. So we're not going to do that.
Good! Good lord!
What?
This Grung is such a mysterious fellow.
He is. What do you do?
I don't flippin' know. I have
I
no idea.
hop between Zerth and Del, and I start shouting at him.
So you're yelling at you're yelling at Del or Zerth?
Zerth,
Okay.
the one who attacked me.
Okay. Got it.
Rolling?
Yeah, I don't know what do you roll for that?
Intimidation? Question mark?
Yeah, roll
I
for
don't think I
intimidation.
need to roll anything. I'm not.
I feel like you need.
What
I'm
are you
not
trying to
doing
do?
anything, I'm
You're
just
yelling
shouting
at
at
him.
him.
That's
Yeah, roll for intimidation.
Oh, okay.
Gets
That
it at
would
20.
be. That would be a 3.
Oh. No. Oh no.
The werewolf is just confused. He just kind of he's confused by this tiny frog person who is much smaller than him is just yelling at him in a language he doesn't understand.
All right.
So, yeah.
I've put myself between Del and the werewolf.
Okay, it's
Are
my
you
turn
gonna
now.
attack? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, he can still attack because he's got his movement and he's got his.
Yeah, if you want
do
to,
you have
Tim,
your
you can
bonus
still attack.
action or like you have your
It's
bonus
literally
action and
just
action.
movement as far as I'm concerned.
You can disengage and move back. And
I
then
can't. I
and
I
if
can
he tries to
disengage.
move past me, I get attack of opportunity.
That's very true. Well, here's what I can do. I can disengage as a bonus action either way. So
Disengage and
Cool.
dash,
Cool.
maybe.
okay,
Hate him.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
Roll to hit.
Natural 20! I love Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, I'm gonna get at him with my pommels. 3, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So, and then one more D4. 11, right? 11. 14. 28 damage.
Incredible.
And then I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. So you just slam it into the side of his head. As you run away, since the grung is between you, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity. But you see the first. If you thought the first hit stunned him, the second hit, he is very confused, possibly concussed. Turns tail between its legs and takes off into the jungle.
Shit. Oh god, what the fuck just happened?
What's his movement?
I had it. 50. He's a fast boy.
All right.
A fast boy.
So he's literally gone into a rage.
Yeah, he's dashing. So
Really, 28 damage didn't take him down. Wow.
it was close. It was close.
Wait, attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, you would get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would.
That's why we put us here. Cool. Does a 19 hit?
And 19 does hit.
Yeet. Oh, good. Okay, wonderful. This is going to be. The ground around him whips a thrall of thorns as they shackle around his ankles and deal. Well, I'm going to use the thorns to thwack him.
Can you use the grasping vine?
8 points of damage.
Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Okay. He's as the thorns grow up and grasp him and just whack him and just hit him. You see his wolfy eyes roll back in his head and he collapses onto the ground. His chest still heaving from the effort, and but he is unconscious.
Okay.
I start petting him
Yeah,
on the
he is. Yes, he's unconscious.
Noises.
Don't poison him. Click.
Poisoned.
Wait, I had to make a con save. Or he's unconscious.
He's unconscious. He automatically fails the save. So if
That's 2 death saving throws, you idiot!
No, poison doesn't damage. It's a condition.
It's any hit, though, isn't it?
It's not a hit.
Yes, but it does damage.
No, it doesn't. It's a condition.
Which will eventually do.
You're thinking of poison from like the Pokemon games where it's a cumulative damage. Poison in Dungeons and Dragons is a condition that gives disadvantage. It doesn't deal damage.
Pretty sure it's right.
Okay.
I mean, I can check.
I'm pretty.
By the way,
For the purposes of the game, Tim's right.
hey Tim.
We'll figure out for next session.
Yeah.
Evidently, back earlier when I helped you create your character, I think I might have used the outdated version of the Circle of Spores.
Ah. Well, shit. Send me the new one and we'll get it fixed after the session.
It's in the folder thing that I sent you.
Thank you.
It's whatever. We'll figure it out for next session. Um, okay, now we're flashing back to Knighton.
Oh, nice.
Um,
By the way, I apologize
yeah.
if you hear the high-pitched barks of my dog in the background. I cannot play D&D next to him because I make noise, and I cannot play D&D down here because then he is sad that I am not there.
Dude. Um,
Okay, so
Okay, so Knighton wakes up, world completely in darkness. He feels his hands bound behind his back in some sort of chair, with the black bag still over his head. All of a sudden, light floods in as the bag's taken off the top of his head, and he sees a redheaded dwarven woman standing in front of him. Her beard is intricately braided, and her hair is pulled back into a pretty tight bun. She's dressed in all black, pretty float like.
hold on.
Don't
Who put you out? How did you get out here? I am trying to do important role-playing stuff. Why are you here, dog?
important. This is for shits and giggles at best.
Oh, for you, I'm enjoying this. Meanwhile, my
Yeah,
dad is
that's what the
trying to pick
giggles
up my
part is
dog.
for.
Fair enough. Okay, so you were saying? Sorry, I cut out midway
Um,
through the dog bit.
She's dressed in black clothes that look like they give her the ability to move quickly. She leans. The room that you're in is not a large room, but it's not cramped quarters. Looks dirt floor, and there's a staircase leading up behind her. The dwarven woman leans back against the wall and just asks, "I have one question, Dragonborn, and your answer will determine if you live or not. So, I would advise you to be careful."
The DM doesn't want the player to fuck up.
Why are you in my city?
Well, we're on our way to the forest of... What was the name?
Ghosts.
The Forest of Ghosts. We are going
Well,
there to try and find...
Do you mean the Jungle of Ghosts?
That's the one. Sorry, I am terrible with names.
Well, where are you from then? Let's start there.
Okay, I know we determined where that was way back in session 1, but that was also way back in session 1. The big cities of commerce.
I think you're from Mine.
Oh yeah, I'm from Mine. About 3 centuries back.
Ah, so you're one of those.
Yep, Tixerific Knighton. At questionably your service. I'm not entirely sure who you are and where you stand at this point.
I need to know where the High Priest is, and why were you with him?
Oh, well, currently he is, at best, a pile of ashes inside a fire elemental inside the elemental plane of fire.
She looks slightly stunned for a hot second, just her composure dropping. But she regains it quickly. So you mean to tell me the High Priest of the Cult of the Void, one of the 5 Celestials in the cult, is dead, and that you killed him?
Okay, couple of things here. One, I'm picking up a lot of proper nouns, and I'm enjoying that. I'm saying that in character. 2, I'm technically
She
not the
rolls
one-
her eyes.
I'm technically not the one that killed him. That would be our group's druid and pretty awesome grung, whose name we aren't entirely sure of, but I'm calling him Fleek. And
She just
and
puts
yeah.
her hand in her. She puts her head in her hand and is just like,
And yeah, we were.
"You will misunderstand what I'm asking. I'm not asking you these because I don't know. I already know where you're from. I already know who you are. I know that you went to you originally in Elthon. I know that you came here. I know that you traveled up to the temple, but I don't know why.
Well, we saw a bunch of people all wearing religious garb being out in the open, and, well, I don't know. Either they'd be helpful or they'd be an evil cult that we need to destroy. Turned out to be the latter.
Well,
No, the treats are upstairs.
since you know my friends Mary and Lukill, I will give you. Normally, I would kill you, but I owe them a couple favors,
Well,
and I know that you came from there, so
thank
I
you
will
for
let
not
you go
killing
this
me,
once.
and I am sorry
no-
to have wasted one of their favors.
Know that anytime there's a shadow, that any of the shadows I can see you.
Neat.
Watch your back, Dragonborn.
I can't. My neck doesn't turn that way.
Again, she rolls her eyes. Like, it's just taking a lot in her to not to punch you.
I mean, if she wants to punch me, I've got 20 HP, and I don't think I'm gonna do a lot of combat.
She like you said, she rolls her eyes. She turns to her and says, "As of right now, it looks like we're on the same side, but this could be another ploy by the cult. I pray that our paths don't cross again, Dragonborn."
Do you know
And-
about the Storm God bit? You said you know about most of
Roll
it.
in. Oh, are you asking me in character?
No, I'm asking in character.
Okay.
I can still roll.
I know
insight.
that you.
Would you like me to roll insight?
No, because I'm just gonna tell you what she knows.
Okay.
I know that you've met the storm god met you, and I know that you search for the god of death.
All right.
I pray that this isn't a mistake, but I believe that your quest, and as of right now, your quest and mine align.
All right.
And
I take
until
it
they
given your-
don't,
I take it that given your whole aesthetic, you aren't going to be sharing what your quest is, and I'm okay with that.
you're a smart one.
I read.
No,
You are.
last time I trusted someone, I nearly got my party killed.
Mm.
So you will go. You will not talk about. You will tell your party about this, but I have given you nothing except what you need.
Okay.
And she, for a second, she just stares at you, and then you feel a black bag being put over top of your head, and you're walked out of up some stairs, out of some building, and all of a sudden you're sitting by where you hitched your horses
Huh. Where'd
for
the
the
horses
day
go?
before.
Huh. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. They were smart. Dang it, Knighton, get your game on.
So where are we? Where are we in?
You made it about. You guys made it about a half a mile away from the city, before the moonrise
Yeah.
occurred.
Because I thought we were with the horses. Are we not with the horses?
No, you are with the horses now.
I'm not.
He was where you guys tied them up originally.
Okay. That's what I wasn't sure about.
Are the horses still with us after Zord's
They got spooked, but they by now they've come back.
Hey.
Okay. Well, since we're out of city limits, Flick, I think we better set up for camp. I don't think we can go back.
Rope!
Rope?
And I point at Zerth.
Good thinking. Okay, I'm not sure if I have any rope. Do you have rope?
You should have 50 feet.
Yeah.
Unless you've used it already, you should have 50 feet. Came with your pack.
I didn't write it down, so maybe I do. I don't.
You haven't used it, so just assume.
Okay, we'll just assume that I have it. Okay. Well, Fleek, we better set up camp. Fleek, you set up camp. I'll tie up Zerth. All right. You want to tie up Zerth? Don't poison him. No poison. All right. Good lord. Tie him up by a tree. Fleek, a tree. Yes? Here you go. Be careful. And I toss him the rope. Give it back when you're done. Rope? Mine. Rope? Mine. Yes? Okay. And I just turn away and kind of shake my head and I start setting up camp.
I tie Zerth to the tree.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm like, what is he gonna do?
So
communicating with the party members becomes the little side puzzles in the game.
Okay, I'm gonna sit.
yeah, I don't have to make up any puzzles because we just got Tim. Like,
Fleek, I'm assuming Knighton will find his way back eventually if he has a good brain between his head.
9, roll survival.
Okay. Also, I have no idea which direction they went.
That's why you're rolling survival.
Okay, wasn't sure.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Good thing wisdom is
Wouldn't
my
that be-
lowest stat.
Wouldn't that be a perception
That's a
check to see
7.
which way we went?
You can make
You
an
can do it
argument.
either
It's
way.
a 7 either way, guys. My perception
Awesome.
and survival are the same modifier,
Um,
which is 0.
yeah, you see a bunch of horse prints and footprints and all kinds of prints. So yeah, you just keep walking.
Alright, do I remember which way they said before the jungle of graves?
The Jungle of Ghosts is north.
Okay, in that case then, I'm going to be going north. It is night out. I hope that I can find the equivalent of the North Star. If not,
Yeah, you can.
I'm going the direction that feels the most north.
Okay, you head north.
Alright.
Between the two of you, is someone going to be taking guard or
Fleek,
watch?
I need to rest. I don't feel great. Do you mind taking the first watch? Good stuff. Okay. I'm going to bed. Wake me up when you're done with your watch, and I'll hold second watch. All right? Good stuff.
I
Okay.
hop into the tree branches.
Okay. I go to bed.
Okay. Is this long rest or short rest? What are we? I'm assuming we're doing. Long rest.
8 hours would be a long
Okay.
rest.
Okay, so
I'll take a short rest. 'Cause I'm
you
still
guys are.
walking.
I will get to you, Trevor.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. Oh, wait.
I'm just messing.
While Sam's doing his rest, are there any animals about?
Roll. Would that be perception? Roll perception.
All right, maybe they're sneaky boys. Oh wait, we have our horses.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hop over to the horses.
Okay.
I start talking to the horses.
Okay. Cool.
He's not.
My trusted companions.
Cool. You're chatting with the horses.
Yeah, this is important dialogue.
Okay. Cool.
My trusted companions. Do you, if you want to talk for the horses,
I'll talk for the horses.
thank you.
Are you using like a speak with animals?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Druids, man.
It appears we have gotten ourselves into another dilemma of which I need your aid.
Oh, little one, what do you need?
Remember the moron who likes to shout?
Yes.
We lost him. Could you look for him, please?
Yes, but little one, you will owe us a favor.
Always. I am
For
ever.
we are mighty. Can't remember what I named the horses. Does anyone remember for me?
They were named after gods. This was one of the ones we didn't have recorded, so I don't remember specifically.
They're
One
just
of them-
horses. for
Okay, the
now.
black one was Orion. I know that, and I
Okay.
cannot think of the other one. So it's I don't know.
I also forgot the horse's
Something to
names.
do with fire,
Yeah.
I think, because it was red.
Blaze.
Wasn't it Cinder? Wasn't it
Yeah.
Cinder?
Okay.
It was Ember. It was Ember.
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 There we go.
Orion. Orion, the big black horse, turns to you and goes, "We will find the scaled one, but we must have assurance that you will keep us safe on this journey."
You have my word and my life.
We will take it. And they turn back towards the city and start walking. The night continues to pass. About in Knighton, you're hopelessly lost.
At this point, I
You
have
don't
I
know.
realized that I
You
am
don't know where
hopelessly
you
lost?
are.
Have I realized I'm hopelessly
yes.
lost, though? Okay, I'm taking
Yes,
a short
you have.
rest.
Cool. As you're taking this short rest, all of a sudden you hear the clip clop of hooves, like clip clop. Clip, clop, clip, clop.
Wait. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold
Sam,
that
I
thought.
swear, if you do not get coconut shells,
Someone has... I was making the same joke. Gosh dang it, Yakum.
this is why we can't have nice things.
It is exactly why we should have nice things.
I do own coconut
Um,
shells.
And as you're sitting there, you see this massive black horse and this red horse with gray speckling walk towards you. The black one gets behind you and starts pushing you with its nose.
Alright, I'll follow you guys.
And then the red one turns and walks back the way it came, and the black one stays behind you. Like, it doesn't. You're not quite sure. You don't speak horse, and this horse does not speak common, but you get the feeling that these horses think that you're kind of dumb.
Well, I get the general gist of things, and I would like to clarify. I am not dumb. I am, however, not wise.
The horse in front, Ember, kind of flicks its head like horses do, but you get the feeling that it might be rolling its eyes at you.
Yeah, I know. Distinction without a difference.
As you continue, you travel for about half an hour by foot, just walking until you come upon a campfire with a frog in a tree and a half-orc sleeping beside it. You recognize that it's the rest of your party.
But do I
Whoa.
see Zer?
Yes, you see a wolf tied to a tree.
Do I wake
it's
up
a
at
little
all? Am I
weird.
waking up by the sound? Do I roll perception or something?
What's your passive?
14.
Okay, yeah, you wake up.
Okay.
You wake up,
guys.
and are
Naiden? Where have you been?
See, the thing is, I can't remember whether or not I was told I could or couldn't tell you. It was kind of unclear. There was a bit of... I hesitate to say audio glitching, because that doesn't seem possible in real life, but it felt like that.
You know, Naiden, do you know what I would like to be doing right now?
Sleeping? Because I'd like to do that.
Yes, I'd love to be sleeping.
Okay.
But you know why I'm not?
Because I'm loud and wearing chainmail and woke you up.
Yes, and I have another thing to ask you.
Sure.
What the fuck do you think you were doing back there?
Well, I didn't know if they were evil.
Why weren't you running with us?
I didn't.
Do you
know.
realize you could have gotten killed? Or worse?
Normally, I kind of think I can handle that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Because last time I saw, there were 12 guards and 1 of you. Now, I get it, right? We're 300 years in the future, but we're not going to complete this mission if we're dead. You know? Do you understand, Naiden? You know, this is
I get
this
that,
is
but
different.
at the same time, and I'm being very calm with you right now, I will have you know, I have a code to follow beyond that of this mission. I'm a paladin.
Well, do you want to know something, Naiden? You want to know something? Nobody cares that your god is dead. All the gods are dead right now.
Not all of them.
It
There's
is
some
our job. Most of them. Your god is
This
dead.
has nothing to do
It
with
is
my
our-
god being
no.
dead.
It is our job to get them back, and we can't do that with you being reckless. Now, how about you do us all a favor
Go
and
my
use
own way,
your
and
brain
you
next
guys do
time
your own
and follow
thing.
that
Got it.
paladin oath? And right now,
I walk away.
I go for a walk. I walk.
I'm not going to be joining them again.
The party?
Yeah.
What?
I tried to explain my case.
I'm gonna hop down to the tree next to Knighton.
Oh, hey, Fleek. What's up?
I pat you on the back where your armor is, and I just look you in the eyes and I say, "Flee," and I smile and I hop back to my perch up in the tree.
There are so many things he could have said, and I'm not sure which it is.
Trevor, just so
A
you
very
know,
terrified part of me thinks he said flee.
Flee! Flee!
Again, it sounds very much like... I'm saying this out of character right now, but it sounds very much like you're saying flee. Like I need to run before you unleash all kinds of heck.
Trevor, just so you know, if you leave the party, I'm not splitting the party.
Oh, I know.
You'd have to roll a new character.
I know.
But sometimes that's the character choice.
Yep. And you know what? Hold on. I gotta double check my paladin code because I want to see whether or not there is things for dealing with people who are...
Out of character, I have nothing against you, Trevor.
Oh, I know.
Like seriously, I was
fine too. I am trying to react
Yeah.
as Knighton would in this scenario.
I was
But,
trying to
be
react.
fair, your character was being an idiot last session.
Oh no, I don't disagree. Knighton does. Okay, let's see here.
While he's doing that, I'm over with Zerth. Has he reverted back into his
Yep,
normal
here
self
we
yet?
go.
Not
Okay.
no.
No. Okay.
The full moon is it's about midnight now. The full moon is about halfway overhead.
Okay.
I returned from my walking away. Well, I thought it over, reviewed my code, and I would like to apologize. While honesty is one of the key tenets of my path, as is courage, the courage one does say that caution is wise. And in my case, I threw it to the wind.
Are you talking to me? Yeah, you're talking to
am.
me, Trevor.
I am talking to you.
Okay. Well, I'm over by the tree. Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone
So
for that.
yeah.
Therefore,
Listen,
I would
Knighton.
like to apologize.
Listen.
What's going on?
Listen, Naiden. I get it. I get it to a point. But these past few days, You're throwing caution to the wind. You can't do that. You know,
Yeah, I know.
these aren't like the games that you played when you were younger, or whatever it is. You know, this is real life, real people at stake.
I know. There's a distinction, though, here. And that is that up until this 300-year push forward, I've always had something of a safety net, i.e., my father's money. Do you realize how rich he is?
Frankly, I
Can
don't
I roll
care.
to punch him?
I realize that. You can very much punch me on this. Now I don't have that. Now I am learning to evaluate risk properly. This is a new thing for me, I'll admit, and it's something I need to learn fast, otherwise I will die. But I am
Good.
learning.
Aren't we all, Nightin? Aren't we all?
By the way,
All
where
right.
is Zerth learning? Because he's not here.
Zerth is tied up next to me. Can you see him?
I see a wolf.
That's right. Zerth turned into a werewolf, and we had to incapacitate him. So I don't know what's going on. I have a doubt that he knows what's going on. I have no idea what that Grung is doing right now, for all I know.
I think he told me to flee, and that's terrifying.
You know, he's a mystery we're gonna have to find out later. But I think it's best if you get some sleep and I get some sleep and we go towards the jungle of ghosts in the morning.
All right.
You're in the outer edges of the jungle of ghosts right now. So you guys know.
Evidently, we are there. I can
Sort
tell
of.
because the trees over in the distance have kind of spooky faces in them. You know how.
Yes. They are slightly spooky, aren't they?
Okay.
You know, I'll be honest, this is actually probably the farthest away I've been from my home.
Yeah, same. I normally just stayed on the estate grounds.
You know, it's just really weird, isn't it? Having all this trust being thrust upon you
Yeah,
makes you think.
it makes me think that I was an idiot.
Yeah, but aren't
Tim,
we
are
all
you still
sometimes?
on guard?
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
I think one of us should probably go to sleep, and the other one should guard. It's been a bit.
Insight, you say?
Well,
No, perception. Perception, sorry.
Okay. Nat 20.
Cool. I'll text you.
So you wanna take guard, or do you wanna go to
whispers Odang. Well, I mean, I've already slept a bit. You look like you need some rest.
sleep? Fair enough.
Go take a load off.
I'll
I'll take the next shift. I'll wake you up.
Fair enough. See you then. And with that, I go over to the campsite, unroll my bedroll, and curl up in full chainmail.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go off and look for Fleek.
I'm still in the tree where you left me.
Hey, Fleek, can you hear me? Fleek, I think you better get some rest. I'm gonna go take the next watch.
Give me 1 second before I react to. Good thing I nat 20.
Yeah.
Fleek, did you see anything on your
Give
watch?
me 1 second to figure out what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay. How do I get back into the tab? There I'm in. Okay, so now I'm in tab. Give me 1 second to figure out what I'm going to do. All right. So you're shouting up at me.
Yeah.
You say you're going to take watch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll take watch.
I hop down from the tree and grab you. Do you resist the grapple?
No, I don't think so, but I'm confused. Fleek,
I
what's
hop
going
back
on?
up to the top of the tree and point your head towards a herd of shuffling zombies.
Zombies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good lord. I can see this, yeah?
Oh,
Home? What does that mean? Home? I can't deal with this right now. Can I make a perception check or whatever and see if these are like the
Yes.
kindly undead that he was talking
Yes.
about?
The kindly dead.
I'm still asleep.
Oh, 1 second, guys.
Okay.
1 second. 1 second.
I'm still asleep.
We lost him. Zombies got him.
Oh no. We did lose him. And he's back.
Oh.
Thank goodness. Sam? You alive in there?
I am alive. Can you see me?
Now we can.
Yes.
I
There we
pressed mute on the sound and then it kicked me out.
Oh
Buttons are
no.
very close to
Sometimes
together.
it'd be like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if these are the kindly dead. Let's see. Perception. 18. Oh wait,
18, yeah.
do I add my proficiency bonus?
If you're
onto this?
proficient,
Okay, so because I put proficiency in it, so I have a +4 with perception,
What's
but then
your
I have a
wisdom?
+2 proficiency at the top of my chart.
what is your
so
wisdom?
would I add
for
my
this, Sam?
15?
So your wisdom is a +2.
Uh,
Yeah, +4
okay, so
is
it's
what
plus-
it. +4 is
Okay,
a
so that-
proficiency added in. That is what it is.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was thinking about that earlier this week and I wasn't sure.
No problem.
Okay, so 18 perception.
Yes. As far as you can tell, those look like the kindly dead. You are from at a distance, but you could tell that while these are zombies, these are the undead. They don't have the rotting necessarily associated with a true zombie. There's
Okay.
some kind of divine blessing that, well, yes, they still are like not intact, but they're not actively rotting like a true zombie would be.
Okay,
Um,
and they don't look like they're hostile right now.
No, and they're not even coming towards you. They're probably about 400 feet away, traveling like at a northwest direction.
Okay.
So they're kind of so the way you're facing, they're kind of traveling perpendicular to.
Gotcha. Fleek, it doesn't look like they're going to
They're
attack
parallel.
us. I think it's best that we keep our voices down from now on and get some
Cool.
sleep. All right? I'll keep watch. Get some sleep.
Hall.
Fleek, you sleep. Yes?
Go. Hall.
Oh gosh, how am I going to do this? Okay. Fleek, I'm going to jump down. I'm going to jump down from the tree and like point you to like come here. Come here, Fleek. I go over to my bedroll. I point at you, and then I point at the bedroll. You bedroll.
I shake my head. Hall. And I point to the distance towards the zombies.
Would you like to keep watch with me?
Hall. Oh.
Hey, Jack.
The zombies. The zombies aren't gonna hurt us, Fleek.
My
They're not
passive
gonna hurt
perception
us.
is a 10. Have I
All right.
woken up from this?
They're fine.
Sweet.
I'm watching them. I'll watch them. All right.
They're keeping the voices down.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm figuring out what's going on, and I want Knighton to be able to have a chance to figure out in.
He'll get
So,
there.
will you go to sleep, Fleek? I can watch them.
I grimace a little, but I go into the bag.
Okay, see you in the morning, Fleek. I'm gonna go sit by what I'm assuming we made a campfire.
You did, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and try to keep tabs and watching the group of zombies.
As you watch, it's not like it's a continuous line, but it's probably about every half hour you see one traveling that direction ish. So there's a decent number, but like it's not like it's a conga line.
And they're not coming they're not coming towards us. They're just
it's
minding their business.
Weirdly
Why aren't they doing
consistent
a conga line?
because it's
They're
one
not
every
that
half
tight.
hour.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep watching that. I'm assuming I've already gotten my full rest kind of back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Back at full. Wonderful.
As the sun rises, it's probably about 6 in the morning. You guys have gotten a full 8 hours sleep. Everybody's HP, everybody's hit points, and spell slots are back. So, yeet.
Wait, do I get to? Is it my shift yet?
No, I took it.
Yeah.
You didn't get
Trevor,
it.
I'm gonna say that
I didn't get a shift. Dang it.
no. I'm just gonna say short rest for you.
Okay, cool. Let me
So you
roll
get all
my
your hit
dice.
points back, but
No, I don't even do that. I just have to roll my hit dice, and I don't have a.
Yeah, he gets his hit dice back.
oh yeah. But you didn't use any spells last time. We haven't had combat in like 3 sessions.
You had combat last session. What do you mean?
Technically.
Dang it, my pencil's all the way-
I've been doing some fighting these past.
Yeah. No, you two have. Trevor's lucked out of all the combat.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a mini dungeon last time, and it turned out to just be worthless.
Oh,
I
man.
need some gold. I am going to go try to sell my bow when I can sometime. Because I don't need my bow.
Um,
I'm just
You
really
found-
glad we got the long
No.
rest when we did. I was out of spell slots.
Really?
where is Trevor?
Knighton looks like he's having a panic attack. Or not Knighton. What's his face? Mask? Is that his name? Yeah, Mask.
Mask, my dog. Yeah,
He's having like a panic attack back there.
he misses me. Okay, let's see here. I will use one of my hit dice,
He is a yappy boy.
and I am at 23 now.
Cool.
Because despite having plenty of ample opportunity, no one punched me in my smug dragon face.
Hey Tim,
Okay.
are you at the Young still?
No, I'm at Bucas, which is also on 15th.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So
Okay.
me and Tim will be on the same street come Tuesday.
Hey, we're actually on the same block.
Oh yeah, we are. Okay, so Zerth has transformed back, but he is unconscious still. So
Oh, not again. Oh, Lord.
All according
Okay.
for
So I'll cut him down from the tree.
you can see that he has a decent
Like-
bruise on the side of his face.
Like
From where he hit.
unwrap the rope so I don't lose my rope.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna write that in my inventory. 50 feet of rope.
What is going on? Well, speaking of dogs, my dog decided to visit.
Oh.
Hi, Layla.
Oh.
I am definitely making a dog pun for this episode's title, given both dogs being featured and also a werewolf.
That is a really, really cute golden retriever.
Yellow lab, but yeah.
Yellow lab.
Nice.
She's a cutie. Hey, baby. Okay, what do you guys do?
So,
Okay,
did anyone Did anyone see anything weird last night? Because I wasn't woken up for my shift.
Well, what I can assume was the kindly dead that we were told about were walking around. I assume
Which way did they go?
northwest.
Yep.
Looks like they were just kind of almost making a perimeter to me. They were walking, about one every half an hour. But I don't think they'll be out right now. I could assume so. I think we're safe. But if I'm being honest, I think we should probably get a move on and finish up some breakfast and get moving for the day.
Wait. Back up. I zoned out for a second. Are we trying to avoid them or follow them?
Well, I mean, if we're going to get to the god of death, Orm, I think we may have to follow them.
Okay, cool.
What's up, Fleek? Yes, follow.
Alrighty then.
Okay, well,
It's a good thing I sleep in my armor.
does anybody have any rations?
Oh, I do. What did I decide they were?
Or Fleek, have you done any fishing? Fishing,
I've decided on what my rations are now. I've got croissants.
No idea what this happened.
Yum. Food.
Okay, you guys eat breakfast?
Blake, you want a croissant?
It's good.
Yes, you have yum.
I
hold
take
up.
the croissant.
Perfect.
What?
And I have a croissant for myself, and now I am down to 7 days of actually now roughly 9 days of rations, because that three meals counted for 1 day.
Those are some pretty fancy rations. Good lord, a
They're
croissant?
They are breakfast croissants. That is what my rations are. It's fun.
I hold the croissant in front of me and gesture.
Sorry, what?
You cut out.
You cut out after.
I hold the croissant in front of me and I gesture toward.
You gesture towards what? You cut out again.
What do you gesture towards?
I gesture towards the horses.
Oh, good idea. Let's ride and eat. And I take a bite out of my.
No.
Oh,
No, wait.
feed the horses too.
Feed the
Got
horses.
Perfect.
Orion looks at Ember like he's Jim on The Office. He's just.
So, are they grazing at all? Or are they just eating brush?
Yeah, they're grazing. They're eating the grass around some of the plant life.
Okay.
In that case, never mind.
Megan, can you toss me a croissant?
Are you going to split it among the both of them, or do they each get one?
No, they're fine. They're eating. I just haven't had any food, and I'm kind of hungry.
Wait, what are they eating?
Grass.
Grass and leaves and shrubbery.
Do they want a croissant?
I don't know.
No, but I do.
Did you not already get one? I thought I gave you one.
No.
Okay, I give you a croissant.
Okay, yum.
I am now down.
I'll eat my croissant.
I am now down to a total of 27 croissants. 10 days of rations, 3 meals a day, 1 croissant per meal.
I don't want any exhaustion.
No, I get that. These are good croissants.
They are.
Jackson, your face is frozen on my screen in a very silly look of shock and confusion. What's up?
Confusion isn't the right word. It's more like get going.
Okay, sorry.
Gotta roleplay, man.
You're right.
This
You're
is
right.
a role-playing game.
They warn you that on the front of the player's handbook.
Indeed, everything a player needs to create heroic characters for the world's greatest role-playing game.
It's a role-playing game.
Indeed. Okay.
It is.
So
it was a breakfast simulator, though.
And we're back.
Straight from this shift up the mix.
Got Maxwell and Zach back.
Surprise!
Oh yeah.
So the last time that we saw Zach was in Elthon, in the Copper Shield, the inn. But he decided to stay back and take care of Zerth. As the party traversed on to the Jungle of Ghosts. Zerth woke up and was when Zerth woke up, he was him and Lukil, the half orc in Barkeep, went on an adventure to try and find a stone that would get him to the party. When they found it, it was in a friend's house that had been completely torn apart, and Lukil's friend was missing. So he sent Zerth as quickly as possible to his party, where he then proceeded to have wolfie times. It was not able to pick up the two other members of our party, Lee, Zach's character, and Zell, Makia, another member of our party's character. Lee, you get there, you're transported there with the aid of a warlock friend of Lukil's. And then Maxwell had Wolfie Boy times, and was beat up by our resident rogue and our druid. Knighton was interrogated by some secret spy organization. Because he was an idiot and was like, these guards that work for an evil cultist, they sound like good people.
I didn't know they worked for the cultist.
I called your ass out.
I sort of assumed
guards for a city, giant temple in the middle of the city.
I don't know why, but maybe it's from living in the modern times, but I sort of assumed a separation of church and state.
Dude, we don't even have that now.
Yeah, fair.
Modern times is corrupt.
I know modern times are heck corrupt. Knighton doesn't. He's just now learning his dad was probably evil.
Yeah. So then, Knighton and the rest of the party met up. They were taking a long rest. And off with Zerth unconscious in wolf form. Off in the distance, the Grung noticed the kindly dead, which are servants of Orm, traveling about northwest away from the party. They decided that it would be best to take the full rest and kind of recover from their battles and their excursion following, and that's where we take it up. So, as you guys are eating breakfast and discussing, Lee kind of and Zerth kind of groggy, kind of wakes up. His it feels like he has a bad hangover. His head hurts. His body hurts. He just feels exhausted and hungry from all the carbs that it took to transform. Also, so you know, just for flavor, there's a massive bruise right on your temple.
Me?
Yeah.
1 sec.
You got hit with the pommel of a rapier.
Daggers.
Okay, dude.
Okay, dagger.
Whack, whack.
Lee, Zerth feels the ruby medallion that he was given by Lukil glow warm in his hand, and all of a sudden a flame erupts out of it, and Lee steps out of it.
Okay, dude.
Zerth is completely naked still, and in human form. Is this the first time I'm meeting Lee, or did I meet him 300 years ago?
No, you guys already met. You guys know everybody in the party. Yes, Zach?
What the heck, dude? I left for like 3 hours, and then I turn around, and you're gone. I hear from someone that you're like off on an adventure with the freaking innkeeper. Like, what the heck? Like, you could have waited 3 hours to invite me.
I'm sorry. I thought you were with the rest of the party. I didn't understand what was going on.
Well, now you're here.
This
We're
is
at
what
the
I get for
Jungle of
babysitting.
Ghosts. We're going to find the kindly dead, and we're going to find the god of death, Orm. There you go. We're here now. Have some breakfast.
Zerth now realizes that he's naked. I'm gonna change.
You're still tied up to a tree, friend.
Oh,
No, you guys have uncut him.
Oh, okay.
I'm human now.
Yes.
Did I hurt anyone?
Yes, you actually genuinely slashed at me. So
I
thank you
rolled
for
like a
that,
19 to
cousin.
hit.
Thank you for that, cousin. But don't worry, we'll have a conversation about this later. Go get dressed.
I don't know what to
What did I miss? Sorry, I zoned out again.
Nothing. I was doing recap, and Zerth's nude.
Of course he is. I wouldn't. I just sit down and eat some.
I have a spare change of clothes in
Sausage.
my bag if you don't mind.
Not to worry. I have some in my backpack.
Cool.
So remind me again. What are we doing here? We're chasing down zombies.
Yeah. So when you guys met with Mahan, the god of the Tempest.
Storms.
Yeah, god of storms. He commissioned you to travel to the jungle of ghosts and find his and find Orm, the god of death. He said that the kindly dead, basically zombies that are divinely blessed not to be rotting and kind of gross, have been spotted in. Like what? Yes.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like they're dead, but like not like super dead.
They're like dead within the last day, body wise.
Yeah, and like these ones, like you'll see like just a description, like they'll have like pieces of flesh missing and stuff like that, but it's not like they're actively rotting. It's like someone kind of found a dead body and preserved it at that very moment.
Like Uncle at Bernie or Day at Bernie's or whatever style.
Weekend at
Yeah?
Bernie's?
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's style.
Yes.
Similarly to Swiss Army Man, but he's not missing flesh.
Perfect. This is great. Got it.
So
Dad.
Orm has not been seen in the last 50 years. He hasn't been answering prayers or seen like that. But this is the first time in almost half a century that his servants, the kindly dead, have been spotted. So this is Mahan's only way of assuming that he is in this area.
Awesome. God of Death, Spooky Ghost Dungeon. Sounds like a great weekend. All right.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm sorry that I didn't bring you along. I didn't understand what was going on.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm over it.
if worst
All
comes
right.
to worst, I can turn the unholy.
Well, if we're all done, I think we should
Yeah,
go into
why
the
don't-
forest. Or the
let's-
jungle, should I say.
Good morning, right?
It
Yes.
is, it is around 6 a.m.
6 or 7-ish. Sun
Let's
is
go.
just daybreak.
Perfect. Let's go explore a spooky ghost jungle. Cool.
What?
Awesome. All right.
Who did this one? Who? Zerth is like patting the tender temple that has been bruised. I'm sure he deserved this. Just who did it?
Oh no.
Hey, buddy.
I'm sorry. That looks like it really hurts. I'm really sorry. That sounds like a
sarcastic,
bad
genuine.
time.
If it actually hurt, I have lay on hands.
Like I said, Zerth, I mean, you weren't exactly playing very nicely. You kind of
must
turned
understand.
into a wolf.
I don't have any control over it still. This is a
Yeah.
very new thing for me.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Like, imagine if we were playing tag like when we were children at night, and then all of a sudden I could run and catch up to you, but I was a wolf guy. Not fair. Not fair. I don't know what to do with this.
Whatever. It's
I
fine. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we need to find Orm.
Laugh, and then all of his speech is in Grung, but his laugh is very human sounding.
You should have seen the antics me and him got up to. They were
Hey,
good
Zach?
stuff. It was some good stuff.
What? What's up, buddy?
Next town we're in, see if they have, like, I don't know, whatever the this time equivalent is to a doctor.
You mean a doctor?
I don't know, maybe. I've seen that.
Yes.
Because back in our time, I remember there being pills for lycanthropy. I saw some on
pills?
ads.
Yeah. Nighton, those pills were called silver bullets, and they didn't end well for anybody. They cured them of life, too.
Huh.
They were cured.
Ultimately, you'll have to find some sort of shaman or something, and maybe they'll be able to form a ritual where I'm going to have sentience while I'm a wolf person. I don't have the luck of a druid exactly.
Friends, I think this is a conversation for later. I believe we have work to do in the jungle.
Yeah, are we gonna
Come
hunt the dead buddies, or are we gonna join them? Because at this point, I feel like we're getting closer to joining them than actually hunting them.
Oh,
So
I jump on the horse and I'm riding into the jungle.
You have a horse?
Yes, we bought horses.
He has a horse?
In the
You
back.
have a horse?
I'm on a horse. No,
I'm on a horse.
Do I have a horse?
I'm on a boat.
Let me get this straight. I've had a lot of weird nights lately. So is Orm banished to the mortal realm as a human man, following the kindly dead to see if he's still alive?
No, Orm is definitely still a god.
Orm is still a god. Okay.
He's just it. This is, I believe, in the technical D&D terms, they're lesser deities where they do walk the earth themselves.
So god with a lowercase g.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I got
These
you.
are not like the primordial forces of the universe.
I was going to say
gods.
they are in a material form. They
Yes,
are walking
yes.
in the material realm, but still have powers.
They're
Yes,
living in a material
incredibly
world.
powerful.
And I am a material
Incredibly
dragon.
powerful,
Material girl. No.
but
Right.
it's not like they're an ethereal force.
Okay, so
it's
no,
like
they're a physical being. They still have incredibly unfathomable powers, but they are bound to walk the earth.
to an extent, yes.
I was going to say, I'm not saying that they're forced to walk the earth, but they just do.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. If they want to, they can.
Right.
Orm just has not been spotted or
All right,
made
back
himself.
to Zerth. Okay, so
Anyone here good at tracking?
Whoa!
Yes, perfect. Thank you, Fleet.
Roll survival.
thanks, little buddy. I'm sorry about earlier.
I'm gonna not. And here's why. Sam told me they were in a northwest direction, and I understand northwest. So I take out my compass and start going northwest.
Cool. Okay, you guys travel that way.
Okay, who's?
As you're
I'm on a horse
Basically,
right now, so if anyone wants to get on the horse with me, go ahead.
I don't think that the horse can carry me.
I will
Thank you.
walk because I also don't think the horse can carry me. And
Oh my gosh, we had this conversation. We said that they could.
yes, well, I still don't. I want to be nice to the horse.
I'm sorry, I was a
okay?
wolf at that time.
We
I don't
literally
feel like
fought the
I should-
horses, and they said they could carry you.
Look, I want to be
I
nice to
wasn't there
them.
for that.
Yes, you were.
I was?
Mhm.
When?
Yes.
This
Oh,
is be-
yes,
this is-
yes, I was. I meant both of us. I didn't know if it could carry two.
It can.
It
You
can?
know, Zerth, along with your wolf form getting checked out, I think we need to check out your memory.
the concussion.
Yeah, think you might have a concussion, buddy.
Why did you?
Am I working on a mechanic for concussions? Yes.
No, you see, if I slam the other temple against this strong oaken tree, it'll put my brain back in position.
Just
No.
don't do that! No, don't do it!
I've seen my father do it hundreds of times.
Okay, you've literally been knocked out like 3 times already. I don't want you knocked out a
Buddy.
4th time.
All right, all right, all right.
If things wind up being really bad, I have healing stuffs, as does Fleek.
Okay, guys, who's on my
We're-
horse? I'm going into the jungle of ghosts right now.
Let's do
I'm
it.
walking to the jungle. I'm just walking.
As you guys keep walking,
Zerth mounts the back of the horse.
You're with me, yeah?
Yeah.
I jog
Nice.
alongside.
is the grung on the other horse?
Because there are 2 horses.
We have 2 horses.
Yeah,
I get on
Some
the other horse.
Frustration is the
You're
party
on the-
will inevitably
So 2, and I'm walking. Cool.
Sounds good.
These
As you
just,
guys
like,
keep-
these people
Martin
are
gets
incompetent.
arrested for being there. I'm going to be.
As you guys go,
I haven't raged this campaign yet, and I'm a barbarian. That's funny.
I don't think you've had combat
Oh.
this campaign.
I had
God,
to
just
rage.
let
Not
the
that it was
GM talk
actually
my
there.
word.
as you guys go into the jungle, the foliage starts getting thicker and thicker, and it starts getting pretty dark. The forest floor kind of turns that green, that dark greenish light of of thick trees. It also
Jackson?
starts getting what?
Are we seeing trees that have those weird little, like, creepy mouths, like, naturally carved into them and stuff?
It's not necessarily carved, but in the whirls and swirls of the bark as it's growing, you start thinking maybe you start seeing faces. You start kind of feeling like the hair on the back of your neck kind of stand up, or the scales, I guess.
This
in
is
some
a good
cases.
aesthetic. I am loving this.
Where
This
you
feels-
feel like
This feels like a jungle of graves. Ghosts. Whatever.
can I talk, Trevor?
Yes, sorry, I wanted to make my commentary. Carry on.
As you kind of feel like you kind of start looking behind you, like, is someone watching me? It's kind of creepy. It's a little disturbing. You guys definitely feel on edge as you keep walking. Till eventually, everybody roll in perception.
Perception.
Everyone?
Perception.
9.
Is that everyone?
Yeah. 3.
14.
9, 3. Maxwell and Tim.
What's yours?
I crit fail.
And I got a 9.
You got a what?
What I learned is that I should never use online dice because the last time I used online roll was a crit fail.
Zerth and Dell's horse keeps walking until the horse all of a sudden. Oh, I should also roll for the horses. Well, the horse crit failed too, so
Great.
they both. Cool. Not using that. That dice is cursed.
Okay, Laura Bailey.
I rolled 2 crit fails.
Sam, not everything is Critical Role. Let it go.
Yes, it is.
Oh, come on.
So
Hey,
Zach,
Jackson, watch Critical Role, Trevor.
Yes, I know. I do too.
Tim
Back
noticed
off, friend.
noticed one of the kindly undead standing about 50 feet ahead of, or 25 feet ahead of them, just standing there and pointing in about, like, it's standing with its body. So you guys are going this way. It's standing with its body like this, to the side, like forming, sort of like it's standing on the edge of the road, pointing forward. Dell.
Pointing its forward or our forward?
So if you guys are
Not
going
that I-
this way,
It doesn't
it's
matter.
pointing. It is pointing the way that you guys are going. You guys are going in the correct. It
Great.
is pointing the direction that you guys are going.
Not that I know this, but yeah.
The horse doesn't notice it at first, but the grung and Lee do. Trevor doesn't notice it, and the horse with Maxwell and Zerth on it just keep going until the horse all of a sudden rears back.
Wait a second.
and about runs into it.
Dell and Zerth, right?
What did I say?
You said
Maxwell
Maxwell and Zerth.
Zerth.
Oh, Dell and Zerth. My
You're
bad.
there twice. That's a recurring thing here.
The
I think you
the
understand.
L sound. My brain goes. They're the same. So yeah, and as you got the horse rears back as it almost runs it over, and it's just like
Oh shit!
you guys hear coming out of its mouth just kind of this unnatural, raspy, zombie-ish voice.
Out of the horse? Out of the horse?
Yeah, out of the zombie, dummy.
Oh, I didn't hear
Yes,
that
out of
you
the
said.
horse.
I didn't
No. We
hear
ran
that you
into
said that there was a
tree.
zombie.
No, you about run into the zombie.
Oh, I didn't hear you say there was a zombie. I just heard you say the horse reared back.
No. It reared back because the kindly dead that was on the side of the road that we didn't notice was almost run over by our horse, and now he's like,
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You hear
Yikes.
rasping out of the zombie's voice is just this like defiant stars abscond with heaven. Just this really creepy, obscure thing.
Devorian stars.
Defiant.
Oh,
Defiant stars abscond with heaven.
okay. Divine stars of Scotland. Divine. What?
Now, I think I get the
excuse
vague
me.
ideas of this.
Sir, dead person.
Yes.
Are you alright?
Just the zombie just looks at you and just says, "You will see," and then continues to point forward.
We go that forward.
I look
we go
over
that
at
way.
Tal. Let's go that way.
Okay.
Listen, Zerth, I'm already ahead of you, buddy. And
As you guys keep going, you guys start having a little bit trouble traveling. The undergrowth is a little bit thicker here. The trees are a little closer together. It's not that you can't ride; it's just that it takes a little bit more time and a little more cautious maneuvers as you guys go.
so right now we're at half movement.
Yeah, about yeah.
If we
I hold up my hand and I hop off the horse and I start talking to them. Brothers, I promised you I would not bring you into danger. I believe it is time we part ways. I will meet you north of the forest.
But what we hear is.
The horses just stop
Fleek, what are you doing?
and just
We have to keep on going forward. Get back on the horse.
Dismount. Dismount. All right, little buddy.
No, wait. We need the horses.
Trust the grung.
Tell it'll be all right. Speed is not a factor here. I mean, it is a factor here, but we could get caught.
We're following the undead, which have a bit of a reputation of not being the speediest guys. I think we'll be fine.
All right.
Probably right.
I begrudgingly get off the horse.
okay. As you
He's
get off, the horse.
Anyway, he would know what he's talking about.
The horses trot off in a slightly different direction than you guys.
You better be right, Fleek.
The Grum kind of stands there and waves.
Horses.
I wasn't that attached. They're just horses that I just met, so whatever. It's cool. I don't mind.
You were
As
there
you guys
when we
keep-
fought them, I thought.
No,
But no, keep on going.
Leah hasn't been here since session 1.
Keep on going.
As you guys keep going into the forward, you start seeing some more kindly undead in various stages, and they just keep pointing farther ahead and just keep whispering the same obscure phrase of "defiant stars abscond with heaven." As you keep going, eventually the forest that was becoming more and more encased, Zerth and Dell kept having to duck to avoid lower branches, and it was just kind of starting to. It was feeling.
As is Nighton, probably.
I am 6'9",
Yes.
so yeah.
I was
Yes,
gonna say
yes,
Nighton and I are
all
both
three of
6'9", so we're like.
Lee, your horns would like scrape up against a tree every now and then.
Dang it! Every time. My word.
Lee, can you give me an appearance overview real quick?
Actually, it's funny. The artist that I had commission my character just messaged me my portrait.
Send
5
it,
minutes ago.
dude.
Okay, I'm gonna send
Full
it.
set.
I will have
Dude.
I will have it show
I'm
up
excited.
on screen for the actual thing.
So cool.
I'm so excited. I
dude.
want to see this.
Should I send it on the main chat page?
Yeah, put it in the main
Yeah,
channel.
do it.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is.
Oh,
Ooh, that's dope.
I have not
Nice.
seen it yet.
I like it. I like it.
I like that style.
Yeah,
I
I
am-
know. She's really good.
I don't see it yet. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh my!
Oh.
Look at that flowing hair.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no,
right?
he's hot.
Oh, no, he's hot.
That was a given. This is D&D.
Um,
The majority of
hot. I feel like hot as hell.
It's funny that. Oh well, it's funny that it showed up on yours because it didn't show up on mine. It hasn't shown up on mine yet, which is funny.
Okay, as you guys keep going, right as you're starting to think like maybe we should turn back, maybe it's too dense. All of a sudden, the forest opens up into a big clearing. In the center of the clearing, you see what looks to be a middle-aged man, sitting, jet black hair, pale skin. He's got on he has leather pants. He's dressed in traveler's clothing, and he's just sitting there muttering to himself. Why the prophecy? You just hear the prophecy said they'd be here. Why aren't they here? Everything else is in preparation. Why aren't they here?
Well,
Hey.
I think we found...
Excuse me, Mr. Guy.
He looks with a start and gets up, and you can see that he's unnaturally pale. You can see the veins in his hands and his face.
Like almost translucent.
Almost translucent. Like this is
A pale man's.
a pale man.
Boys, I think I could be wrong, but I think this might be the Death God.
Hey, shut up.
As you see, his eyes are a pale white. Like almost looks like might be blind potentially. And you see that but the most striking part about him is that as he moves, it almost looks like there's bits of dust that are falling off. He looks like just slight. He doesn't look quite. He's right on that edge of like material and immaterial. It's not like he's transparent or see it, but it's like this. There's
like
particles coming off him. He's a particle effect
emanating off of his body.
What? Can you repeat that?
So it's like ethereal residue, sort of evaporating off his body. But he himself is he is not becoming. He's not disintegrating. He just sort of
no. It's kind of it's like a dust, sort of. It looks
but like cool.
Yeah. Like it, yeah. It's like none of the edges of his body. Yeah, it's like none of the edges of his body like terminate almost.
Okay.
Like there's no hard edge to him. He's very dusty and earthy.
Are we close to him?
You're about 25 feet.
Okay.
About a 50-foot clearing.
Hell, friend.
We're both.
We're on a quest from Mahan, the god of storms. Who might you be?
Has it really been that long, young ones? Do you really not know who I am?
It's been about 300 years in 3 days, but
might you be
Yeah,
Orm?
give or take.
I am Orm. I am Orm, the god of death and the earth.
Guys,
You, according to everybody else that we've talked to, you haven't been seen in 50 years.
I have not. I've been preparing for this moment.
Miles?
Sir bows with respect.
Knighton does the same.
Maxwell, what'd you say?
I said Zerth bows in respect.
I have no time for pleasantries like this. Thank you, but rise, young ones.
Oh, good, because I wasn't planning on bowing anyways. That's cool.
I was concerned when there were 6 of you originally. Yes, the 6. When the 6 of you originally did not come to my realm, but the stars had other plans. The stars have claimed that this moment would come for 300 years, and now it is finally here. Do you have the key? He just looks at you expectantly with his hand out.
Did we get a key?
I'm gonna take out the key that I got off of
Is it this
Batu.
thing?
Yeah, the Batu, the key that I have from Batu, and I'm gonna give it to him and see if he.
Zerth holds out the giant ruby, and I'm like, "Is it this thing?"
He looks at you and he's like, "No, but that object is very powerful. I'd keep it safe. There are many in this world that want it, and not all of them are kind."
Oh shit!
Oh, that's exciting.
Or
I believe
would this be what you are looking for?
that is what I'm looking for, young one.
Oh, sweet. That's good.
He takes it. He takes it from you, and he looks at you. He's like, he just looks at it. He's like, I've been waiting 300 years for this.
What is this key for?
This key is a key to the garden, for the god Frasia's domain. I've been looking for this for 300 years.
Frasier? Did
Frage.
he die?
Frage. He's the god of life. Yes, he did die. He did die, but that is the thing that I still do not understand. I am the god of death. The gods cannot die. I will simply bring them back. But somehow Aliath stopped our resurrections. Which the only way to do that is to not actually kill us, but to instead bind us to something.
Bind us to what?
That's what we get to find.
I do not know. There's a part of me that wonders if his weapon, Wicked Victory, was trapped Frazier in his own domain.
Did you say Wicked Victory?
That's the name of it. Yeah, we fought that.
That's amazing.
Zerth, like I said before, your
cool
memory
name, yeah.
needs to be checked. And I give him a pat on the back.
When did this happen? I'm so
This
confused.
was back in the before times.
300 years ago, Zerth.
Wicked Victory is the name of Aliath's god-killing weapon.
I didn't know that. Out of
Yeah,
character,
no,
I didn't know
we
that.
talked about that session 1. I don't know if I filled you in on that.
Probably not. That's
our mini session.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to give you a pat on the back.
No, it's fine.
It happened.
You would know that in character, though. Just, yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
Then retcon that. Zerth knows.
Okay.
Yeah. As he turns to you, he's like, I would have gone there sooner, but one, I did not have the key to Frasia's domain, and another god cannot go into another god's domain without permission.
Orm,
Since my brother is dead, I do not have any permission there.
Orm, can I ask you a question?
I mean, I've always thought it's better
Yes.
to ask forgiveness than permission, but it's fine.
So,
There are rules, Demonling.
Orm,
Yes.
we killed the high priest of the cult in the city, just outside of the jungle, and he led us to a room with a fire elemental in it. Might you know who that was?
The fire elemental, I believe, was as far as I know, was just a fire elemental. But if you ever bring back my brother Sulfi, he'll appreciate that very much. That you brought back that you freed one of his servants.
Dang, you guys
out
had
of character,
so many cool
Sulfi is the
adventures
god
while
of
I was
light.
Wiping Zerth's butt. My word.
What?
You guys had tons of cool adventures. Meanwhile, I was over here wiping Zerth's butt for 4 days. I mean, what?
You're lucky I didn't eat beans before we went to.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
that would
God.
have been.
I spoon fed you too.
Orm, what is our
Yes.
what is our next step?
Your next step is to hopefully bring back, if I'm right, and the stars very rarely lie. They are to go into the garden and free whatever is stopping Frasia's resurrection. He looks at each of you, just you could see the sadness behind his eyes, and he just looks at you. He's like, all 9 of us were siblings, but Frasier was my counterpart. He was my twin. I just want my brother back. It's been 300 years without my brother.
I shall do my best to bring you your brother back.
Huh.
Death has no point if there's never a beginning.
I never thought I'd have something in common with a god. Huh. And I put my arm around Zerth and give him a pat on the back.
He just looks at you and he's like, Dell's the closest to him, right?
Yeah, because I gave him the key.
Okay. He looks at each of you kind of one by one, and he's like, take this, pulls out a green a forest green object. It's roughly apple-sized, but it's sort of like a sphere with a bunch of different triangular sides cut out of it.
Like a dodecahedron.
Like
more like an
die?
more like an icosahedron.
Okay.
And as you can see on each of the faces of this object, there are glowing runes.
Interesting.
They're glowing white.
In that case,
Who wants to take that?
What is it, Orm? What is that?
This is when the gods were born. When Elioriel was new in the time before time, and the gods were born. We were each out of the ether. We were each given an object of power, which to fully control our domains and to fully control our abilities. This was Chaos's way of limiting us because the power does not always work the way we want it to. Take this and place it on Frasia's throne, and if I am correct, it will bring him back and bring back one of us.
Okay.
He just holds it out.
I'll take it from him then. Yeah?
You take it.
Yep, I take it and I'll put it in my pocket. Or not pocket, my bag. What is it?
It's
What, do you have a
Frasia's
name?
object of power.
Just
I don't have an
send
answer
me it
yet.
over Google or Facebook or whatever, and I'll write it down.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
well,
So as he hands it over to him, he also takes the key, inserts it into what appears to be nothing, turns the key, and all of a sudden, just a door opens up out of reality, glowing this greenish white light. He's like, he motions towards it, and he goes, "The garden awaits."
All right, let's get out of this stupid ghost jungle. I'm tired of jungles. All right, bye. And I enter the door.
it's been
I
a
hop
while.
along behind Leah.
It has been.
I go up to Orm one last time. As a poor peasant folk from a long time ago, I don't really know who to developed, but I seem to turn into a wolf every now and again, and it's not really my. I don't know if it's your thing or not. I just didn't know who to talk to.
That is not my thing. Unfortunately, he just gives you a little bit of a little grin as he says the thing. That is the one project that my sisters Isios and Lun worked on together. The mother of beasts and the moon goddess. But hopefully, if you ever encounter either one of those, they will be able to give you more specifics. But
Thank you.
from what I know of this affliction, it is not just a curse. There are benefits of it if you survive long enough to learn them.
If I survive long enough to learn them.
I poke my head out of the door. Hey guys, are you coming? It's whack in here, and then I go back out.
Orm grabs you by the shoulder. And for a sec, no, not you, Lee. Zert, sorry.
Okay, bye.
And just is for a second you feel kind of just a little bit of a spark, almost like someone like a static, like it feels like a static electricity for a second. And he goes, "You will make it through. I will not see you for a long time, Zerth, son of fuck." And then he stops and motions again towards the door.
Thank you, my lord. I will not let you down. Zerth walks with pride to the door, opens it up, and goes.
Okay. I'll walk. What, Trevor?
No, you can go. I'll wait.
Okay. I'm just gonna shake Orm's hand, I guess, and thank him. And I'll walk through the portal.
He looks at you, nods, and says, I see that you've met my brother, Mahan.
Indeed.
Good luck."
Thank you. I fear that we'll need it.
And just gives you a nod, shakes your hand, and
I go through.
I look to inform. I say, it has been an honor to meet you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And then I go over to the door, and I say to myself, it's been 300 years since I've played a Last Imagination game, but I know a boss battle when I see one. And I walk in.
I love it.
And then Tim, you're the last one. Oh, okay, never mind then. The door shuts behind you, and all of a sudden, the greenish white greenish white void that you walked into fades until you're standing. You're standing in another. It seems to be another forest, but this one feels different. This is not the jungle of the ghosts. This is the trees are different. Instead of the semi-tropical trees that the jungle had been, these trees are a lot more coniferous, a lot more
coniferous. What a word! Jeez. Quality.
It's this place is again it's green, but it's not the oppressive dark green of the jungle. It is, you can see the sunlight filtering in. It's warm and humid, but not uncomfortably so. It feels pleasant. The smell of flowering is pleasant. You guys are standing on a stone pathway leading forward. But this place, the stones seem old. There's grass growing up in between the stones, and some of the stones are cracked in places, and you can tell that no one's been here for a very long time. Up ahead of you, it looks like it might open up. The trees might open up into a clearing of some sort, but that's all you can see. All five of you are.
Is that the session?
I mean, we've only been doing this for 2 hours. I got more.
Fair enough, but also by maybe we can go an hour more, but I've got things to get ready for.
Yeah, I do too. My sister's graduation is tonight, so
if people have got stuff to do, I think this is a good cutoff point.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. I have more.
I'm down for like another
just
half
because
hour,
we
an
just
hour.
got too.
I was gonna say just because I.
At
Yeah,
least another 30.
Yeah,
I'm cool
we
with
can do that.
working with whatever you guys want, but I can go longer.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys go forward.
Sure.
Let's go.
For a little
Place
bit.
reminds me of home.
As you
Where
guys,
was home,
as
Lee?
I'm sorry.
Where was home?
I grew up on the edge of a forest, not too far away from the one city we were at. I can't remember what it is.
Alphon.
Elfon, that one. Yep. Grew up close to there. You know,
Really?
it was nice. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
And I keep on walking forward.
Yeah, as you guys keep going forward, you don't feel any wind, but it's you hear the leaves up in the tree rustling, like wind would be there. It's something. It's unnerving. There's something little off. Eventually, you get there, get to the end where it opens up into roughly a circle-ish clearing. The far wall is formed by cliffs with 3 waterfalls coming down into a large pool, forming the back half of the clearing. It drains out over to your right through a small river. In this clearing, there's wild flowers and plants all over. There's a couple fruit trees. Fruit trees growing, but the fruit that it's producing seems to be small, since as far as you can tell, there's no animal life to pollinate it. You also see in the center of it, there is a large black obelisk carved with all kinds of runes all around its sides, and with with a series of stones surrounding at its base. And at 9, so if the obelisk is the center, at 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 10:30, and 1:30, there are 4 mirrors, each with 4 arches with a mirror in the center of it, with runes all over, going over the arch.
Interesting. Does it like meld in with the rest of the forestry, or does it kind of stand out?
The obelisk stands out just because it looks carved, but the archways, they're on the edge of the pool, so the pool forms kind of a semi-circle-ish.
Okay.
So they stand on the shore of the pool. The 4 mirrors do. The arches look weird. They look more like they were almost grown rather than
Built.
Interesting.
Yeah, rather than built.
Zerth looks around and he goes, well, I'm thirsty. Zerth goes over to the river. He goes to drink the water.
Zerth, wait. That may not be a good idea.
The water is warm, but it's not. But it's, as far as you can tell, it's water.
Can I?
It's fine.
I walk over to the arches. Can I tell what they're made out of?
Yes, the arches are made out of looks like the similar stone to the stone that forms the cliffs and the back wall. But it's this brownish gray stone, but there's no sign of any tool work. It's not like individual bricks forming an arch. It is literally a continuous stone arch that goes from the ground and back into the ground.
Interesting.
With runes, the only sign of any sort of potential craftsmanship are the runes carved into the stone.
Hey, does anybody know like magic stuff so that we could like figure out what these are? You know.
Do I recognize any of the
I do.
symbols at all?
Nighton, don't you
What
speak
languages do you know?
I
do speak
know.
Celestial, yes.
I
Thank you for
know
remembering.
Thieves'
I do.
Cant, Orc, and Common.
Is there stuff written in Celestial?
You don't.
Okay.
It is
Are
written in
they
Celestial.
appear
I can read
like
it.
magic?
Yes.
I can read.
So
I can fight.
Fight!
which arch are you looking at?
Remind me of them again.
So there's one at 9 o'clock, 10:30, 1:30, and 3.
I will start at the far left at 9 o'clock.
Okay. That one, the runes around it they're not all quite the same word, and they're all slightly different dialects, but enough that you can make them out. That they're all runes associated with autumn, with the season of autumn.
Okay.
So some of them read as harvest, some of them read literally as fall, some of them are the celestial word for autumn, and then there's a couple variations of different dialects of celestial.
I take it then that the other ones will be saying the other seasons.
I mean, go check.
I look at the one at 10:30.
10:30 is winter, so there's some for ice, there's some for read one that reads diamond. There's another one that reads cold, and then obviously the rune for winter.
All right, and then
Spring, summer.
The
Maybe.
1:30 one, I believe it was. I assume is spring.
1:30 is spring. There's words for growth and rebirth. Oddly enough, there's a word for flowers, specifically flowers that grow on the water.
Lilies and stuff.
Yeah, like lilies. It's a word that doesn't quite translate into draconic or common. Doesn't quite. The water lilies would probably be appropriate
All right,
Translation.
and then
translation.
I take it the last one is winter.
Summer. But yes.
Last one is summer.
Yes, that. Sorry.
So it's words for there's words for heat and fire, and there's also one for green, and there's obviously the word for summer.
All right, I turn to the rest of them. All right, we've got fall, winter, spring, summer. Where are we going?
Spring. Spring's the time for growth. We need to grow a god back. Go to spring.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
You know, that's not a bad idea, sir.
I have my moments. I have an intelligence of 7. I know what I'm doing.
Are you saying that these things are portals? Like,
No, but they're mirrors, which will reflect what we. It'll reflect something probably based off
That's-
of.
Hey,
fair.
hey, Jackson.
Del.
Can I see anything off in the distance that would look like there would be, like, I don't know how to describe it, would look divine or like look like potentially where we might want to be going at all?
Where are you looking in particular?
I'm just looking in general, just like kind of scanning the area.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Let's see, investigation. 8.
8. Yeah, you see what's in front of you.
Gotcha.
As far as you can tell, the mirrors seem to be like there. They're the only non. They seem to kind of stand out from the rest of it, other than the obelisk.
I'll walk up to the obelisk. What is it?
What languages do you know? Yes.
Common, Elven, Infernal.
Okay.
What was that
on
last
the
one?
obelisk?
Infernal?
Infernal.
I'm a demon boy.
Satan speak, yeah.
Would have been helpful last session.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
As you're looking at the obelisk, it's black with there's runes carved all over it. You see, surprisingly, considering that the runes elsewhere were celestial, the runes on here are an ancient form of Elven.
Classic.
Interesting. Okay.
And
what
then-
is they?
So from what you can tell, the runes are, if you read them from top down in a spiral, it tells a short story. The runes, this is an ancient form of Elven that you're not quite. It doesn't. You're like 90% confident that you have the gist of it.
Okay. Yeah.
It reads from what you read. It says, "I met her on Midsummer's Eve, eating apples on the edge of the lake. Her hair was fiery and bright. It smelled like home. She was fairer than all the lilies that floated out in the water. And as we sat underneath the icy stars, we felt small. We felt small with the chill of the air floating in there. I prayed that Frege himself would let me relive this moment forever."
Interesting. So I relay this information to the group. Yeah, my archaic Elven is a little rusty, but I'm pretty sure this is what it says. So
Interesting.
yeah, It is. It is. I guess I'm not huge on the
Okay,
King
then,
James
hold
version of Elvish, but
In that
No,
case,
you're
then,
fine. Well, I
That
think
sounds-
we should go towards the spring.
Really, it sounded to me more like summer.
Well, no, the
Can
spring obelisk.
Can you repeat it again?
Oh wait,
One
that
more
was,
time.
Yes.
That was the. Wait.
I met her on Midsummer's Eve eating apples on the edge of the lake. Her hair was fiery and bright and smelled like home. She was fairer than all the lilies that floated out on the water. We sat underneath the icy stars, feeling the small chill in the air nip at us. I prayed that Frege himself would let me relive this moment forever.
Okay, and I may have missed something here, but where was he reading that from?
He's reading
the-
that from the obelisk at the center of the
Okay.
clearing.
Well, in that case, then that sounds like we start in summer.
Do the mirrors? Do the mirrors look like they're like does so the runes are celestial on the mirrors.
Mhm.
Do they look like they were made at the same time as the obelisk? Like, do they look like they're architecturally connected or like aesthetically connected?
Aesthetically, they seem to be connected. Everything in here is very even the obelisk to an extent, as much as an obelisk can, is very growy. If that makes sense. Like it's very Art Nouveau, where it's kind of this growy. Everything except the arches. The mirrors, the edge of the mirror is this very like the metal is very growing into each other, very plant like. Similar to the obelisk itself is very. I mean, it's an obelisk. It looks like an obelisk, but the runes are written in a way that are more spirally, that are more connected.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
I speak.
Del,
Zerth, what do you need?
you should pull out that rock thing with touch each rune in sequence and match it up with the obelisk to see if it does anything.
You know, that's actually not a bad idea, Zerth. Okay, I take out the green orb.
I know you can't speak it, but maybe you can figure it out.
Yeah, maybe.
Zerth looks around. He looks at the trees.
Zerth gets a slight nosebleed from thinking incredibly hard about that.
Ow.
I can handle it.
How about the guy who actually speaks the language touches the runes?
Well, let's see what Jackson says. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I take out the green orb and see if anything happens.
Okay. The white runes on the orb are glowing brighter.
Wait. I'm gonna go over here. Walks over to the summer portal.
Do any of the runes on the orb correspond with the runes on any of these obelisks?
It's just the one.
Roll investigation. Yes, there's yes. It's an obelisk in the center. The mirror seems to ripple, like it's Quicksilver. And roll perception. Zerth, roll perception.
Guys.
12.
It's at 10. Yeah.
Okay. There seems to be something is off about the reflection in the mirror of the there's something off about its reflection, but you can't quite tell what.
Hey, guys, I think you should take a look at this.
All right, what's up?
Yeah.
Come
I've
over to
heard
this
that one
mirror.
before.
Zerth pokes it. It does the ripply thing again.
It ripples again and wobbles.
That's
Can I put my
exciting.
hand? Can I put my hand through it, or is it solid?
I mean,
Better yours
what do
than
you wanted
mine.
it?
I want to put my hand like into the mirror. I
It
want
goes
to,
through like it's slipping through through water.
All right.
I take it out.
that's-
A tenet of my vows as a paladin is courage. I'm diving in.
Wait a second. Whoa.
Hold on.
Knighton dives in and completely
No,
disappears from view.
I say that
Can-
out
can
loud.
I-
He stops me before I do.
Oh,
Is there something off about what you're seeing here? Zerth stares really intensely, gets another
Hang on one
nosebleed
second,
as he's trying to make sense of the mirror.
It's a portal.
This is the only mirror. Yes.
No,
no, there's four.
There's four.
There's
One-
four mirrors.
Four mirrors.
Oh,
one
okay,
Each
for
one,
reason.
there's a mirror in each arch.
I want to go to the another one, and I want to see if my hand goes through it as well.
Go to.
Same thing happens.
Which one are we at?
Same thing happens.
We're
You're
at
at
summer.
summer right now.
I think summer's the answer, given the poem that Lee relayed to us.
And I take out the orb again, and I try to like bring it closer to the mirror or anything. Does anything intensify the lights on the orb at all?
Potential like the orb feels warm in your hand as it gets closer to the summer portal.
Okay.
The mirror.
Well, I think we have our decision, friends.
All right.
Off we go. And I
Let's dive
and
into
I
a
walk
mirror.
through.
That's cool.
I also charge in.
Um,
This isn't stupid at all. Okay, let's go.
My good lord, Lee is snarky.
I'm not.
That's his thing.
I'm not here to think.
Lee is snarky.
That's
demon.
out of character, by the way. That's out of character.
I'd say it in.
Yeah, you're not getting any Tolio cheer this time around, my dudes. When I walk in.
Looking at beetles.
This is a Zach Pickle who has dealt with an entire year of college and is therefore fed up with the world.
Yes,
I don't like sand.
This is
Of course, and it gets everywhere.
is
Shut
this
up, Anakin.
is this my nihilism showing itself?
Right.
That's cool. Whatever.
Here we go. With stretches.
But I wanted to go to the Toshi station to pick up some
Did,
power
did
converters.
everyone go through?
He walks
Everyone
through.
go through?
I
Yeah,
got three, yeah.
man.
Wait, did you go through yet?
I haven't gone through yet.
What are you gonna do, Tim?
Good question.
Oh, good lord.
I stare at the portal for a moment, and then I hop through.
As you guys step through, it's a little bit of there's almost a feeling of deja vu as you kind of step through in the spot like you're entering a very similar like you're walking out of the same portal.
I've just been in this place before.
But the difference is this time instead of just being green, it's a lot hotter. The sun is at midday. Here it's a lot warmer. The trees are also ripe. The trees that had just these tiny fruits on it before that you weren't quite sure what, are just
pretty good.
bursting with apples.
We are
It's just
currently
like the limbs are weighed down.
What appears to be some sort of language puzzle. Oh, yeah, it's going to be done pretty soon.
And you see
Like 5 is what
you,
we have as our endpoint, and I'm gonna be ducking after him.
the it's
That's right.
but it's very
That's
similar.
exciting.
Do they still have? Is there an obelisk there? Or
Yes.
mirrors?
Instead of where the obelisk, the mirrors are all there. But where the obelisk
I
was,
have
what
my
is
dog
a
again for people.
massive apple tree.
Okay, so guys, is it a bad idea to go up into a garden and pick an apple without asking?
I will put this on.
Oh, it's a great
You
idea.
can?
Nothing ever bad has ever happened from eating apples before. You're totally
Zerth
good.
rolls perception to see if he can understand sarcasm.
Okay.
Insight.
They're carrying on with the same thing.
Well, I'm gonna go over to the tree and pick an apple. I'll pick an
Okay.
apple. Yeah.
Pick an apple and eat it and bite into it, and it is like the tastiest apple you've ever had.
And then you
Um,
die.
As
This is a good
you're
apple.
eating it, as you're eating it, you hear a hiss off in the distance.
Hell no.
Oh shit.
Oh, dear.
Everybody roll initiative.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
Nothing ever
I
bad
gotta
has
sit down the dog
ever
and
happened
roll
from
initiative.
eating an apple.
I have an idea.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Combat time.
Hey, Jackson,
Yeah.
are all 4
Oh,
mirrors
that's great.
still there?
Yes, all 4 mirrors are there.
Okay. Zerth takes an apple, and this is. Can I do this like before we have to like?
Yes.
This isn't
Yeah.
like a big. I'm not trying to metagame. Zerth takes an apple. He looks at it for a moment, looks very confused. He looks at the mirror that would have been the mirror that they already went through, and chucks it as hard as he can to see if it does a portal thing and comes out the back.
No, it goes through and stays. It doesn't come back. The ripples. As you look through it, though, you see in the reflection.
This is being recorded.
There's an apple sitting there that's not there on your end.
Right strike.
Guys, I know that
Yes.
there's
I
a thing.
know.
We've
There's also
established.
this thing.
We'll figure it out with your 3 brain cells later, Zerth. We have to get through this thing right now.
Whoa, Lee.
Hey, buddy.
What? I'm just joking. It's fine. It's whatever.
Okay. Well, I believe
Really
we've rolled
hard-
initiative.
It's
yes.
really hard to tell with your tone. I got
Yes.
an 11. for
Okay.
initiative.
Well, 18. 18 is my initiative.
I can't remember.
Okay. Does anyone have
tags?
anything 20 to 25?
14. I have 14.
14.
Sorry, late to the party.
Does anyone have anything above 20 or a nat 20?
No.
No.
Okay, 15 to 20 to 15.
18.
15. Anybody above that? Cool. 15 to 10.
14. Sorry.
11.
10.
Um, 10 to 6.
Aw.
5.
Got
Aw,
a nice,
buddy.
a nice
Oh,
fat
buddy.
5 here.
Um,
It's a strong 5.
then. Okay. As you guys are standing there, you see 2 fire snakes slithering up towards you.
Oh, great.
They're on fire. Both of them are hissing, and they're in a very defensive posture.
So
They're
by
in an offensive posture. They're coming after you. Sorry.
Okay.
fire snakes, are they snakes made out of fire or snakes that are on fire?
They are snakes made out of fire.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
let's
so-
see if what I learned back in fire safety helps.
Who's up first?
It's you. You're up.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Okay. I'll roll to attack it.
Okay.
Ow. So I'm attacking it with the rapier. 9, 12, 14. Does 14 hit?
14 hits.
Okay, wonderful. Sneak attack. And then what's my d6? Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage from Monsieur.
Okay, which one are you? So there's
Closest
so
one.
if you're closest one, okay.
Yep.
How much damage?
11.
Okay. As you slash into it, you catch Purchase, but just it hits and digs in a little bit, but not nearly as much as you expect.
It must be
Expect it
resistant.
to.
So it must be resistant to piercing. Okay.
That's wonderful. Okay.
Um,
So, like,
Then it. Oh, Zerth's turn next.
All right.
which direction are they coming, by the way?
Jack,
So you guys stepped out at 9 o'clock. They are coming. So if you're at 9 o'clock, they are coming from 5.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, I just wanted to use my bonus action.
Yeah.
To see if I can hide.
Can you? What does that do?
So basically, that's just gonna get me out of the fray. It's kind of like
Okay.
disengaging. But I believe I'd roll a stealth check.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
$22.
Okay. What's stealth is intelligence?
Stealth is dexterity.
Do I roll against that or perception?
Yes.
perception is what
Okay.
you
Perception.
told me.
Perception's intelligence, right?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Ooh. Yep. He doesn't see it. Yep, you hide.
Okay, cool.
Zerth, you're up.
Zerth, now might be a good time to get angry.
That's my secret, Knighton. I'm always angry.
Yes! Dun 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 dun.
would you like to
dun,
rage?
dun, da, 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 da.
All right, you're raging.
I'm raging. Which one is closest to me?
The one that Sam hit.
Okay.
You can see now that this one it's a snake made out of fire. It has a physical body, but it's burnt. It is burning. You can see that this one, this one's looks like it's taken some damage to its face, and it has a scar running down the center of its head.
Trevor, question.
Yeah. What's up?
Trevor?
Yeah, I hear you. What's up?
Sorry, yeah, you cut out. I don't have my sheet with me, and so I know like my basic raw stuff. But like, if I could get a like PDF sheet of like the type of barbarian character sheet,
I'll send you a pic. I'll DM you a pic of the barbarian sheet.
Do you need to know something on the fly, Maxwell? I've got the page open to barbarian.
Roll.
Okay.
Your weapon is probably
it's a great sword. It's 2d6.
2d6 plus strength.
No, it's 2d6 plus strength plus 2 rage damage. So I know
Okay.
that
Yes.
much. Don't know if it's like for like the reckless attacks and shit. I need to make sure that I know those. So
Okay, so your reckless attack starting at 2nd level, you can throw aside all concern for your defense and attack with fierce desperation. You can, when you make your first attack on your turn, you decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until the next turn.
okay.
And
So basically, it gives you advantage on your target, but your target also gets advantage on you.
Yes.
and the image is sent.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tim. I got it now. Thank you, Trevor. That'll help. I mean, right now, I will. Right now, I'm just gonna go in with. I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Okay.
So Zerth lets out a, and with that,
Dang, son.
well, that's good. Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Dang, son.
So that's I do 12 damage to the fire snake with my greatsword.
Nice.
With your greatsword, what type of damage is that?
It's 2d6 slashing.
Okay. Same thing as Dell. It catches and goes in and does some damage, but not nearly as it doesn't go in as deep as you think it would. You because the thing's on fire, you misjudge your swing and don't have the right force to go in. So that was 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it is Knighton's turn.
All right. Well, it's a good thing that I had this prepared because I am going to
Smite.
I'm going to smite.
Dude, classic
Cool.
smite moves.
So I am using my bonus action to imbue my Warhammer Justice with Thunderous Smite. And now I'm going to attack one of the fire snakes.
Which one?
They've both been attacked, right?
Yes. No. Only the one closest. It has a split nose.
I'm gonna
The
attack
other
the
one,
that
which you
hasn't
can-
been attacked.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so let's.
Knighton,
let me-
more like smiting.
Oh yeah, that is. I am Knighton the Smitin. So let's see here.
Smite Knighton, my boy Smite Knighton.
Whoa.
That
I'm
is
Zerth Gerd.
That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right, and let me roll damage now.
Magic
That
damage.
is.
There.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And then I add in the stuff from Thunderous Smite, which is. It's been a while since I've done combat. Okay. Okay. Extra.
I got to attack. I haven't attacked yet.
Okay, that is.
Golf clap.
Unfortunately,
Keeping
I
these
didn't
four-
roll as high this
Whoa.
time, so that's only going to be 14 points of damage.
Only 4. Level 3.
What type of damage is that, Trevor?
Let's see here. It looks like 6 of it is the standard bludgeoning, and 8 of it is thunder.
So as you swing into it, your hammer again, you misjudge where its body actually is amongst all the fire. So you don't get a good swing onto it. So you just you don't hit it as well as you think you're going to hit it. But as you swing into it, just a massive silvery bolt of lightning just comes from the sky.
Why lightning?
It's thunder, but thunder's just
Thunder's
you're
thunder
right.
damage. I'm
Okay,
about sound.
never mind.
I'm about sound here.
I take that back.
big old clap.
Just as you hit it, a massive boom rings out of it. Like the type of boom that you see, like the grass around the snake, like ripples out from it. And that was 8 points.
Yeah, 8 points of thunder, 6 points of bludgeoning.
That thunder damage hurts. Now we're up to the Grung.
He's about to do some shit.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
I think a 20
Wait,
hits.
hold on. That's right. Jackson, the target was a creature for this, so it needs to roll a strength save.
12.
That matches. So does
Defender
it
wins, yeah? Defender
Yes.
wins.
Defenders win.
Okay, in that case, then he is not pushed away from me and knocked prone. He is just good.
He's just
Yep.
in pain.
I'm a slithery
Tim, you're up.
snake. Slithery snake is snake.
So I hop up into the tree, and my hands start to grow, and I start muttering, "Long, all," as the grass whips around. It's smoldering around the snake, but it gets it in a chokehold and deals 9 points of piercing damage and pulls it forward past Zerth and Dell, giving attacks of opportunity.
Oh boy.
The grass. You can see that the grass, as it's burning, doesn't quite do as much damage as you think it's going to be doing. So that was 9. Which one are you doing it on?
What?
Which one are you doing it on?
The one which is by Zerth and Dell, which is why when I
Okay.
pull it away, they get
Yep.
attacks of opportunity.
So am I just rolling
Does sneak attack apply to attack of opportunity?
right
No,
now?
no, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't? Okay. Really? Not even because I'm 5 feet away from it?
Nope.
Oh.
These are for the attack actions.
I don't think you can use your abilities on
Oh, okay, I
attacks
just
of
get to
opportunity.
attack. Okay,
That's
you
what.
just-
13? 13 hits?
13 does not hit.
Mod 20.
Jeez.
Not 20 hits.
More than a 13 AC on a fire snake. Good lord. This is a beefy fire snake.
So I do 15 points of damage to the fire. It's slashing.
What type?
Slashing.
Slashing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I
Slashing?
wouldn't even get an attack of opportunity because I'm
Yeah,
hiding.
you would. Oh, you're.
Yeah.
You
I
get a
think you're right.
sneak
It
attack.
doesn't.
No, he's
Well,
hiding.
it doesn't matter.
No, whatever.
Maxwell, how do you want to do this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
One snake down.
Dirk takes the great sword in his hand. And I don't really know. Just he like hops up into the air and like holds it up aloft like this with the blade pointing down behind me, in front of me. And I slam the sword through the earth, trapping the snake's head parallel with the ground.
Oh,
and
that's dope.
It explodes into flames, but then the embers sputter out into nothing.
Okay. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. That's considered a melee attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Did I take burn damage?
Yeah, I forgot to do that for the first couple. But
That's okay.
no.
So I'm taking burn damage.
No, we're not going to retroactively do
Why
it.
not?
Just that's what we're going to do from now because I'm
That's
merciful.
okay. Like,
Fair enough.
and it's also like I did a very small, like,
Yeah.
life-killing critical attack. I'm close
Um,
enough to it that if I get burned, it makes sense.
Yeah. So you take you scream, primal scream, just bring it down right on its neck. It has just been dragged by the thorns, and so like it's just and like you just swings clean through its head. Its fiery blood explodes, and you take 3 points of fire damage.
Great.
What is his hit points at? Did he get a long rest or a short rest?
He would have
I
gotten
only
a long
had taken-
rest.
I only had
He's
taken.
he's.
Oh, wait, no, that's right, because I was knocked out.
Yeah, he'd be on a long rest.
I'm gonna consider it a long rest, Tim.
Okay.
So I'm at 39.
We're still working on how that translates.
I have 39.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
We're still working on how that translates to to like that stuff. I don't know.
Hey guys, can I just do something? Can I tell you guys something out of character real quick?
Yeah.
What?
So I just got a text from my friend, and it's just been confirmed that Liam Neeson is Hawkman in the Black Adam movie.
Neat.
Cool.
What? Liam Neeson?
Is
Liam
Hawkman.
Neeson is
I do love
Hawkman.
Liam Neeson. He is so old, but I do love Liam Neeson.
He has a very particular set of skills.
He does.
A Hawkman.
Okay, it's
Okay, keep on going.
it's Snaky Boy's time. So Knighton is the closest to him,
All right.
so he's gonna take a bite out of him.
Just try.
Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Cool.
That's loud.
And he has a second attack, so he's gonna try to whip you with his tail. Does a 19 hit?
19 matches, so defender wins.
What is
forgot
your
19.
AC?
19.
I was going to say, Knighton's stats
No.
are bullshitly high.
Okay,
I
we're
thought
gonna
if it-
nerf you one of these
I
days.
thought if it matches on the enemy's side, it hits. I thought it was only if it matches for that person, it doesn't hit. Am I wrong? If the enemy matches, it hit.
That depends.
Hang
Jackson,
on.
do you really want to hurt me on this?
No, your HP's crap.
My HP is 23.
Yeah, it's crap.
So is
Um,
We've got
I said
Zach
what I
on the
said.
case over here.
um,
What's the verdict, Zachary?
I'm looking.
I think it's right.
I'll check the PHP as well.
Hopefully it doesn't mean.
No, sorry. Just gotta find it.
I think you're right. I think the defender wins.
Yeah. That's how I've always meant. Maybe it's not.
I heard that attacker wins, but I didn't. I heard attacker wins if it's your enemy.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm pretty sure attacker wins if it's your enemy.
But I think the only time I played like that was when
If the
Makes
total
sense.
of the if the total of the roll plus modifiers equals or exceeds the target's armor class or AC, the attack hits.
Equals
Yeah,
or
that's
So
what I
it's just
thought.
gotta meet
Okay.
your.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
does that also work with the spell save DCs?
I would assume so.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Huh. In that case, then that guy's still prone anyway. Or we aren't
No, you're right.
applying that. Because
No.
he'd be knocked prone and pushed 10 feet away because he matched on the spell save.
Well, no, he would win in that situation because his defender wins on that one. The enemies usually get the advantage
Benefit of
on
the
that.
doubt.
I was gonna say they get perks both times.
Yeah, it's only on the other side with you that it doesn't work. On the enemy's side, it works.
Got it. So So always go, in case of a match, go in favor of the enemy.
Yes,
Yes.
Because
That
life
feels
is
right.
hard. And
life
fuck
is
up.
tough for an adventurer, friends.
Okay.
So how much
But,
damage am I
yeah.
taking?
I still need to roll.
And then he was like,
Roll those funky dice, DM.
5.
what?
Oh, it's 9. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Now it is Lee's turn.
Guys, I told you not to. Whatever. Okay, so then I draw my bow and go for a. I'm going to aim at the one that's still alive, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use, as I draw my bow, I'm going to infuse it with an arcane shot. I'm going to use my grasping arrow.
What does that do?
So it says a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn it moves 1 foot or more. The brambles last for a minute until you use this option again, or until any creature uses an action to remove them with an athletics check of a DC 12.
Okay.
That's basically a bramble shot. Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Okay. Crap. 12.
12 does not hit.
Shoot. All right. Well, there goes a shot. Gosh dang it, guys! If we hadn't eaten this frickin' apple in my turn ends.
Okay, so you draw back the arrow, fire it. It skims through the fire, but it doesn't hit. Now we are back up at the top of the round at Dell.
Okay.
Hello, my name's Dale.
Hi, my name's Dale. If you guys didn't know, my character was actually going to have an Australian accent, but I've been too self-conscious about it.
Oh.
And I
Good.
don't know.
My name's Dale.
No, that's
If I get better at it, it might happen. I don't know. Right now, it's just my voice.
Halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, because I am coming out of hiding, yeah, it's a surprise attack because he didn't see me. And so
Right.
that's going to be at an advantage. So, Nat 20! Nat 20!
Hey.
Critical!
Hell yeah!
Hell
Roll
yeah!
damage. Miss
I
it.
wanna shoot, baby!
Nice.
So what's the closest one to me? Is it the one that I just
It's
hit?
the only one left.
Okay.
There's only 2.
I'm mad with power.
Okay, get it.
So 3, 4, 5, and then
1,
5.
a 2, a 3.
I just rolled 3 ones in a row. I hope you guys know this.
No.
So that's 6.
Bummer.
So that's 12 damage. Still
What type
not
of damage?
bad. This is all piercing.
Okay.
That really
So-
sucks. 3 ones in a row.
No, not yet.
As you're hacking away at this thing with the sneak attack,
Did I roll
It-
twice
it-
without that number or roll 4?
it's like your attacks before. It doesn't feel like it quite catches right like it should. But this thing is not looking great. Its fire is a little lower than it was at the beginning of the fight. You see like its cuts and it's pissed. It's just
Okay.
it's bad.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zerth, you're up.
Zerth looks around. He runs up with extreme force. I nat 20'd. So then
Hey!
I do a cool spinny thing with my sword and go, oh! And then slam it into his head for 26 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I stab it, but instead of stabbing it all the way through, I pick it up so it's like shish kebab, and I just sort of like whirl it around so the snake is like becoming a disc more than it is like a line, and then I chuck it, and then it just goes.
Also, Sam, you took 4 points of fire damage.
Wonderful, thank you.
Okay, so you shish kebab this thing and then twirl it like you are like the parade parade leader and like.
Wait, you know that
Memorial Day.
part from the Hercules animated movie where
Yes.
like, at the end, it's that.
Yeah. It's exactly that. You're swinging this thing, doing like this is Rhythmic Gymnastics D&D edition. Like, it's like it's one of those things that it's just like this is a little weird, man. Not gonna lie, but you do it, and this thing, you hurl this thing up, and like it just explodes like a firework on 4th of July.
I hope I didn't hit the tree.
And for the 70th,
You hire it into the lake.
Okay, great. How much damage? Burn damage?
2.
Cool.
and for the 70th time, Lee whispers to himself, "The gold is going to be so worth it. The gold is going to be so worth it."
Okay.
Is there any clear and present danger left?
There's no clear and present danger. You guys are out of combat.
Well, I guess I won't pick another apple.
Yeah,
All
That'd
right.
be a wise decision.
I think that might be a good spot to call it.
It
Okay.
would.
As a
Tim,
bonus
where are
action,
you?
I'm gonna Are you still in the tree?
Yeah.
Tim, roll perception.
All right. That would be a 24.
Oh
Okay.
my.
You notice that there are like this tree is covered in runes again,
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh.
and that's where we're gonna end.
Dun dun dun.
right. Thank you
So
very
good
much,
session,
everyone,
gang.
for joining us.
This was
I'm
fun.
glad I was able to show up.